But no, we did get iPadOS 17. My favorite feature, specifically, is that widgets are now interactable, meaning that if you have, let's say you have a to-do list app with a checkbox, you can check the box without opening the app. I know this is mind-blowing information. I know this is something that a lot of Android users thought you could always do on a giant iPad.
I cannot believe that was not something
you can never do it.
How is that a widget?
I don't know. It's just a shortcut to open the app. It's got glanceable information, which is cool. So if you have like a weather app, you can't scroll, but at least you can look at the weather.
So stupid.
But like, there's so many instances where I want to interact with it, and you can't. It just opens the app.
50% of the engagement in this video, this episode, is going to be like, I've had this on Android for 10 years.
Yeah, there's a lot of things we've had. So my number one question, which I don't think we've seen an answer to yet, is, but wait, can you scroll? And I don't think you can scroll. There were no examples on stage of scrolling, which sounds silly, but like imagine a 4-day weather forecast and you scroll over to the next 4 days. Imagine a to-do list app with more than 5 items and you need to scroll down to find the thing you just did. Imagine a calendar widget with more than 5 days and you want to scroll to the next 5 days. Imagine a contacts list where you want to like contact the 6th person, but you only have the first 5 showing, so you scroll to the next 5. Imagine...
Wait, aren't there like photo widgets also? Like, can you not scroll
Imagine all the people living for today.
There's a lot of versions of wanting to scroll in a widget. So hey, Apple, as long as I'm on the free suggestions bandwagon, scrolling widgets.
Remember when I cut Marques off about widgets before? This is why.
This is just like
no, you
brewing.
Go now. You're in.
It was
we're
brewing.
in the
It's
zone
your time,
now,
dude.
It's
your
cool
time.
that I can check the
Pop
box.
off.
Apple, I appreciate that. And you can also add those widgets to the side of your lock screen, so you can sort of redesign your lock screen now with some widgets over to the side. Cool. Check those boxes in the widgets. Nice. Just let me scroll.
Go off, King.
Yeah, I want to scroll.
Get 'em.
You mentioned the weather app really quickly. This is very dumb and very stupid. I just want to note that now on the weather app, they didn't announce this on stage, but it's just an update. You can now look at yesterday's weather, which you couldn't do before. Anyway, we can move on.
Nice.
iPadOS, other iPad. Yeah, talk about PDFs, Andrew.
PDFs, you can do them.
Cool.
There.
Next.
No, yeah, I don't know. There's like autofill stuff and like replacing your signature. And wasn't it also, I do think the one cool thing was you could real time chat with someone else working on the same PDF and add notes that wouldn't
It's
add
in the
to it.
Notes app.
It's
so
in the Notes app.
you can
Okay.
bring PDFs into the Notes app, and it has a bunch of different features that PDFs can do now. Like if you can scan a PDF with your phone,
Scan
bring
a
it,
document and turns
scan
into a
document,
PDF.
turns it into a PDF. It automatically knows where the like fields are that you want to write on, and it makes those typable fields
And can autofill them.
And then you can like draw on top of it, and then if you're sharing your note with another person, they can like see those changes in real time and also draw on top of it.
Yeah, and I think you can even like you can add something to it like a photo and then still draw on top of that. And
Yeah.
I know it's just a bunch of layers and all these things sound kind of dumb, but like PDFs are kind of a pain in the neck sometimes. So like
Yeah,
I do actually think it's useful. It's just not very
It's like one of the
sexy.
oldest file formats.
I know. But that everyone requires all the time.
All the time. And maybe PR people will stop sending me docx files
When they
now.
require
for the
a
love
PDF
of God.
version of it.
They always require signatures, and
For
they
the
always
love
send
of
me
God,
docx,
please.
and then I have to convert them to PDF,
Every
sign
time.
it, and then send it back.
Yeah, this is such an in the weeds thing, but if you're a PR manager sending out docx's for signatures, just take the extra minute,
Export.
make it a PDF, and then send it to us and we'll
Yeah.
sign it.
I think-
Please.
That's an evergreen PR statement. It's like, PR guys, just take an extra minute.
take
We'll all appreciate it
take a
way
second.
more.
Think
yeah.
about
I know
what we're
nobody
doing.
watching this understands what we're talking about right now, but
Yeah.
we have to sign a lot of NDAs and documents, and it's always a docx, and nobody wants to print it out. Anyway, I want to talk about AirPods. Adaptive audio is a new mode.
Very cool.
And I thought this was interesting. So there's transparency mode, which is now adaptive transparency. It's pretty cool. It's mostly transparent unless a loud sound comes through, then it protects your hearing. Then there's noise cancellation, which is just reduce everything and listen to your music. But now the new default is called adaptive audio. And I had to get some clarification on this, but it's basically a constantly adapting level of noise cancellation based on your environment.
Which is cool.
And it will be transparent when it detects you start talking.
Yeah.
Because you're now in conversation mode. So if you are walking down the street and a car passes by, it'll turn that up so you don't hear the car passing.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's a siren and you do need to hear it. I don't know. I don't know exactly how this works. I need to test it, but it seems like it's supposed to be smart about this stuff.
You're ordering a coffee and you don't
start
want to have to
talking.
turn it to transparency mode. I think they just want to make it so you have to touch the stems as little as possible.
Yeah.
It just automatically
That
does
and
so.
also just like safetyness. So you can still walk down the street while being able to like really hear your music, but like if that siren happens or if that like really important safety issue is like making noise that can alert you. Like
This seems like basically it's for the wear AirPods everywhere people.
yeah, are we at that maybe you guys know because you're maybe wearing AirPods more. Are we at that stage of society where that happens? Where we like I don't know, even transparency mode on like my Link Buds, if someone talks to me, I just take both of them out because I feel rude.
There is a generation of people.
We're getting there, right?
No, there's
I
a
don't feel
generation
like
of people who just wears them
Don't take
all
them
the
out.
time.
They wear pods for sure.
Actually, Miles wore them nonstop for like the first couple of weeks.
That's because he's 22.
Yeah, I'm a boom. I'm old, man.
Oh my God, I'm old.
You take them out of your ears when you talk to me, Sonny.
No, that's
Yeah.
that's a great point actually. I always take my earbuds out when someone stops me on the street, but I would bet you that there are a lot
Yeah, I
of
think
younger
there are.
people that just
Yeah.
like
And they're not wrong. They just understand it. And like, I think there's so many people when I'm talking to them, I don't know that they understand that I can hear them. And it just feels
The gray area for me is on a flight because I have the AirPods on and a lot of other people do, but I still like take an ear cup off to talk to the flight attendant.
Yeah.
But also like flight attendants see this all the time. They must know that we
Yeah.
can hear them through the headphones. So maybe I don't have to do that. I don't know.
I don't know. Note, this feature is not coming to AirPods Max. It's only coming to AirPods Pro
Oh.
2.
Well-
Not even AirPods Pro, just AirPods Pro 2.
Okay. So it's truly for the wear them everywhere people.
Yeah.
I'm actually not a huge fan of this feature. Like the more I thought about it, because the Sonys have a very similar thing, the over-ear WH-1000X M3s
Slash
I think?
through
Slash
through
fours,
fives.
whatever it is.
Through fives, yeah.
Where if you start talking, it'll like pause the music or enter transparency mode or something, which sounds great in theory.
I hate it.
Yeah, but if you're home
It
and you just
works
happen to be
badly.
singing, it just like cuts out.
really?
Yeah, I always turn that feature off when I use
Insane.
It
those
wants you to
headphones.
know that you're singing and that it doesn't
It's like, I want
sound
you
great.
to
listen
So
to
listen
yourself.
to your.
I think the
Exactly.
M4s added the automatic feature. On the M3s, you would hold the ear cup and it would turn on transparency.
But I
mode.
have to always download the app, turn that feature off, and then use the headphones.
You don't
as
like the
normally.
Sony app?
Next topic.
It's a bad app. Hey, thanks for watching this clip. We appreciate y'all for sticking with us through the Gen 1 of this podcast, but we're ready to move on to Gen 2, where you can see our eyes through our headsets. So
Not now, Chief. I'm in the zone.
I'm watching a movie.
I'm watching you like this. Oh, if you thumbs up in XR, does it like this?
If you thumbs up in XR, does it thumbs up in real life?
It just waits 4 seconds and then puts a bunch of thumbs up around.
Fun
the screen.
fact, audience, if you subscribe in XR, you subscribe in real life.